49ers Cal High Sports is presented by U.S. Bank. Life keeps moving. We're here for every step. U.S. Bank member FDIC.
This week on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank, big league games from all around the Bay Area. We'll see Half Moon Bay battle San Mateo. Bishop O'Dowd takes on Moreau Catholic, and Silver Creek meets Piedmont Hills.
We have great volleyball action with Campolindo and Las Lomas, water polo with Miramonte and Northgate, and the Leigh football player talks to us about his battle with cancer. It's all right now on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank.
Hello everyone, welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Bernstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. We start tonight in the West Catholic League, where undefeated Valley Christian comes into the game tied with St. Francis with a perfect 4-0 league record. The Warriors like to run the ball with backs Marcel Leggett and Ikaya McLemore, each rushing for better than 100 yards a game.
The Warriors this week facing St. Ignatius. The Wildcats come into the game with a 3-1 league record and looking to knock off the first place Warriors in the game played at SI Friday night. Here comes Jarius Hogan and his fan club on senior night at St. Ignatius. Valley Christian driving early, but stepping in front of the pass is Daniel Lupo getting the pick. And that leads to this Odren Kenny field goal, 3-0 Wildcats. Late first quarter, now the Warriors driving again. Freshman quarterback Rome Leota Pritchard firing over the middle and hitting Riley McIlvain deep into SI territory. And that leads to the second quarter Marcel Leggett touchdown run, 7-3 Valley Christian in the lead. Later in the second, Leota Pritchard firing on the slant to Lasavian Carr, who breaks a tackle, and this car is gone. 49 yards for the sophomore and a 13-3 Valley Christian lead at the half. Third quarter now, and here come the Cats. Quarterback Soren Hummel keeping it, a nice gain on this drive. That led to another Kenny field goal, 13-6. Early fourth now, Hummel throwing a strike to Tyran Hicks, and Tyran is in, and we're tied at 13-all. Later in the fourth, handed to Jarius Hogan, who flies into the end zone, and St. Ignatius has a 20-13 lead with 4 minutes to play. Valley Christian driving. Leota Pritchard gets free and fires deep over the middle to Carr, who makes a spectacular catch. Warriors down 7, under a minute to play, but the pass is picked off by Tyran Hicks, doing great work on offense and defense, and that pick clinches a thrilling win for the Wildcats, who go to 4-1 in league, 6-2 overall. A big game for Hummel, the SI quarterback.
Tyler Flipson here with Saratoga. Sam fired up for a first-place Bay Valley League showdown, Pittsburg hosting Liberty. The Lions leading 2-0 after a Pitt safety in the second. Sage Robertson connects with the Braden Connolly, extending the Lions lead 8-0. But the Pirates perfect the rest of the night. Marley Alcantara gives it to Jamar Searcy, the back following his pulling lead blocker Christopher Vasquez, shakes off an ankle tackle, turns the edge, and there he goes. 64-yard house call, Pitt trails 9-7. 1:30 to play before the half, and one Searcy score later. Alcantara 3-step drop, boots to his right, and absolutely unloads it a mile high in the air, and it's Kenneth Ward to the top shelf. It says, "Gimme that!" The 57-yard connection extends the Pitt lead 21-9. Next, Liberty possession, looking to put one on the board before the half, but it's Searcy absolutely laying down the hit stick. My goodness, what can't this guy do? Pittsburgh just doing what they do best tonight, scoring. Alcantara rides the play action and fires a laser to Makari Kenyon. The senior shakes off one-arm tackle, and it's a track race from there, and no one is going to catch him 62 yards later. It was a party in Pitt, and the Pirates going on to win it in dominant fashion, 47-15, and claiming first place.
Senior night for Mercy as Mia Ferdinand is being honored, but Sacred Heart Prep looks to make a statement on the road as Hadley Mahan is there for the BLOCK. Back comes Mercy. Lana Trahan with a great set to Mia Ferdinand, and that ain't coming back. Then it's Claire O'Brien feeding it to Sadie McCullough, and Sadie says, "Here, take it." Bears win set 1, 26-24. Set 2 now, and the Gators are chomping. Sophomore captain Kylie McGibbon bumps it over to Poema Welagatone, and yes, that ball ain't coming back. Then it's McGibbon over to Leela Abrams, and it's tool time. 14 kills for the freshman. Gators win set 2, 25-18. More Gators in set 3, and more Welagatone, and that's a vicious kill. 16 kills for the junior, but the Bears get into a groove. Trahan sends it over to Ava Cacao, and Ava delivers with the kill. Mercy wins set 3, 25-18. And Mercy continues the roll in set 4. How about Cacao? More like Papow! 10 kills for the senior. A little hot potato at the net here, but McCullough finishes with the tip. Sadie chipped away with 7 kills, and have yourself a match. Mia Ferdinand, 18 kills with 6 blocks, as Mia says match point. Mercy remains unbeaten in the West Bay Foothill Division, beating SHP 3-1.
The big heads are out in Moraga as Miramonte hosts Northgate on senior night. Miramonte leads 3-0 after the first tack on another one. Allison Saraga finds Marta Maninetti in front of the net. Marta fires a shot into the back of the net. 4-0 Mats. Northgate gets on the board here. Sienna Fort passes to Rachel Tucker, who gives it a nice touch shot to make it a 4-1 game. Later in the second, it's Paige Oddmark to Fiona McCool with traffic in front of the net. No problem for Fiona. She keeps her cool, make it 9-3 Miramonte at half. Bia Hiri with one of her 2 assists when the senior finds fellow senior Allie Larson in the 2 connect for Larson's second goal of the game. It's 10-3 Miramonte. Maninetti racing on a breakaway. Marta with a one-on-one with the goalie. A pump fake opens a lane for Marta, who scores her 3rd of the game. Matt's at another here. Maninetti to Saraga. Saraga to Hiri. Well defended, no problem for Bia. 12-3 Mats going into the 4th. Roxy Tarantino with a beautiful pass to Maninetti, who fires a shot into the net, make it 5 for Marta in this one. Miramonte closes out the regular season at home, beating Northgate 20-6.
Each week, the Riekes Center presents the Gary Riekes Players of the Week Award.
Remember to vote for the Player of the Week on our YouTube membership page. The Players of the Week are featured in a rap performed by our friends at the Riekes Center. Here are this week's Players of the Week.
Yeah. 49ers Cal High, Bennett Roth, the Riekes Center, your Gary Riekes Players of the Week. Time to give some recognition to the folks that defend. Check out Savion Bandy, he's setting the trend. For the El Cerrito Gauchos, they were shutting down Salesian and offense averaging 43 points a game for the season. Savion was batting down passes and going crazy. It was as if Bandy was just taking candy from a baby with his 2 interceptions. The safety/corner led a 28-7 win as a standout performer. Who got better hands than Sadie Hansel? The way her season's going, she'll be putting trophies up on her mantle. Making an impact on both sides of the ball for Northgate. A true leader in outdoor performance like North Face. In an overtime win over College Park, her 4 receiving touchdowns more than cause a spark. She followed that with a 78-yard pick 6. There's no Gretel in this story, just Hansel up to her tricks. Yeah, 49ers Cal High, Riekes Center, Bennett Raw, your Gary Riekes Players of the Week.
The Harker School brings us the Scholar Athlete Award every week. This week's Scholar Athlete is Sam Connolly from Marin Catholic. Sam, with a 4.2 GPA, he will attend Yale University next year. Go Bulldogs.
Brought to you by the Harker School. 6th graders recently received a visit from their buddies at Tamagawa Academy in Tokyo, meeting them in person for the first time. This year marks the 30th anniversary of the establishment of the long-standing relationship between the 2 schools. At Harker, transitional kindergarten through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org.
U.S. Bank brings us the Football Coach of the Week award each week.
This week's Coach of the Week is Kaloni Pua from South San Francisco. The defending league champs improved to 3-0 in league after defeating the Woodside Wildcats. The Warriors dominating the ground game with 3 different backs scoring a touchdown. Coach Pua will receive a grant from the 49ers Foundation for his accomplishments. Congratulations for being this week's 49ers Prep presented by U.S. Bank Charlie Wiedemeyer Memorial Coach of the Week.
Coming up, West Alameda County Foothill League action with Bishop O'Dowd taking on Moreau Catholic in our Crumble Cookies Game of the Week.
And Silver Creek battles Piedmont Hills as 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank rolls along.
At U.S. Bank, we know how good it feels to reach your milestones, but we also know what really goes into getting you there. That's why we introduced Co-Browse, which connects you to a real banker in real time to help you do anything from adding a new debit card, learning how to save smarter, even creating spending limits.
Mind if I just grab the one?
With Co-Browse, we're always there for you on your road to here, because there's nothing as powerful as the power of us.
I think the heater's broken.
I'll get my tools.
Does your family suffer from fixititis syndrome?
Honey, is it working?
Relief is just a call away. Service Champions has been proven to effectively combat the symptoms of fixititis syndrome. Side effects may include delusions of grandeur and a comfortable home. Service Champions is now offering a $58 furnace tune-up. Call 800-5CHAMPS.
Always remain true. It's getting sucked in the mouth. You can't handle that. Bring the fight to them today. Be pissed off about it. The most physical team will win this game today. McCaffrey scores! 49ers in front!
Secure your seats at 49ers.com/tickets.
The top two teams in the West Alameda County Foothill League meeting this week. The Moreau Catholic Mariners come into this game with a perfect 4-0 league record.
Yep, and the Mariners traveling to Oakland this week to meet Bishop O'Dowd. The Dragons with a 3-0 league record and looking to take over sole possession of first place in a game played on Friday night. It's our Crumble Cookies Game of the Week. Our Adrian Soriano was there.
With only 3 weeks left in the regular season, the Bishop O'Dowd Dragons are looking to move one step closer towards the Foothill League title. The Dragons feature senior Deji Ajosi, who has 6 receiving touchdowns so far in the year. Meanwhile, Moreau Catholic features senior quarterback Jeremiah Charles, who has 1,433 passing yards and 16 touchdowns on the season. It's Moreau Catholic and Bishop O'Dowd in our Crumble Cookies Game of the Week. How long is it? That's a wrap. Well, the Mariners were driving early. Jeremiah Charles fires and hits Jalen Arnold, and Jalen is loose all the way inside the 5-yard line. Moreau would cap off the drive with the short field goal, 3-0 Mariners. But the Dragons respond later in the quarter. Devin Wilson throws it to Salou So, who makes the catch and runs down the far sideline all the way into the end zone. 7-3 Bishop O'Dowd after 1. Moreau Catholic looking to retake the lead in the second, but the pass is picked off by Deji Ajosi, and the Washington-bound senior could go all the way. 81 yards to the promised land, and here's Deji showing off his WWE Championship after the play as the Dragons take a 14-3 lead. But the Mariners strike back later in the quarter as Jalen Arnold gets the rock on the razzle-dazzle play. Jalen jukes the defender and rushes in for a 27-yard touchdown. 14-9 Bishop O'Dowd at halftime. The Dragons add on in the second half. It's So with the carry again, and Salou runs it in for his second TD of the game. 21-9 BOD. Then later in the quarter, it's Oliver Leonard finding pay dirt as the Dragons take a 28-9 lead after 3. One more for Bishop O'Dowd as Wilson finds Trevor Erickson for the score as the Dragons win big to improve to 4-0 in the Foothill League, all alone in first place. Here's Devin Wilson after the game.
Man, this game was super important. You know, they were 4-0, we were 3-0. We're going into this game thinking this is our league championship, so we just came prepared this game and we were ready to win.
In Oakland with the Crumble Cookies Game of the Week, I'm Adrian Soriano, 49ers Sky High Sports.
Silver Creek hosting Piedmont Hills in this Santa Teresa division battle. Silver Creek on the board first. Giovanni Mejia firing this first down pass to Austin Price. That led to a Silver Creek TD, 6-0 Raiders. But Piedmont Hill takes control from there. Toby Torres tosses to Alex Solares, and Alex is having some fun, breaking tackles and racing 38 yards for the score, and the Pirates have a 14-6 lead. Later in the second, the Pirates in the red zone again. Torres, the southpaw, tossing to Zachary Pollock, and the Pirates are on their way. Third quarter, and the Pirates threatening again, handed to Elijah Torres, and he is fast. 35 yards and another Pirate score, 28-6 Piedmont Hills. Alex Tran now in at quarterback, handing it to Pollock, who backs into the end zone. He is all alone in the end zone, and now toss it to Alex Solares, and Alex makes a move, breaks a tackle, and weaves his way 68 yards for the score. And Alex is gone. Number 3 with a great play, and the Pirates are rolling. The Raiders trying to get back in it, but Diego Arias says nope. Diego gets the pick, and Piedmont Hills gets the win to go to 3-0 in the Santa Teresa division, all alone in first place. Torres and Solares leading the way for the victorious Piedmont Hills Pirates. 42-6 was the final score. Los Gatos and Palo Alto in this battle for first in the De Anza. The Vikings on top first. Mackenzie Zhao to Sophie Mize. Deep to Mara Hambly, and the outstanding sophomore gets the kill. Later in the first, Hambly to Mize, one set for Sophie Pan, and the senior middle just crushes it. But the Cats come back in the second. Big at the net is Portia Zeidler, the Notre Dame-bound senior, with a huge block. The Cats rolling in the second. Maya Halsey to Maya Walker, deep to a sliding Zeidler, and the Cats take the second. We're tied at 1-1. But Pally fights back in the third. Zhao to Mize, a perfect back set to Olivia Roper. She's a freshman. Later in the third, Nicole Steiner with a huge blast, but Pally Zhao was huge on D all night long. Her dig goes to Cece's DeFeo to Hambly, who taps it home. Zhao getting some love for her great defense. Later in the third, Reese Japik to Mize to Nama Green, and the senior middle with authority. Crazy play here as Hambly's shot is blocked by Britt Melanauskis, who then reacts quickly and gets it to Walker, who pops it over the net for a crazy point. The Cats scratch back down 2-1 in the fourth. Kaylin Thomas to Walker outside to Steiner with an angle blast. That was nice. The Cats take the fourth. Halsey to Walker to Zeidler, and we're headed to a fifth and final set. Pally taking charge in the fifth. Hambly to Mize out to Reese Japik, who fires it off two defenders. And now match point, and the freshman Roper gets the ace, and the Vikings celebrate a thrilling 5-set win to go to 10-1 in league. All alone in first place in the De Anza division, the sophomore Hambly with 14 kills for the Vikings.
Service Champions is back again this year with the Student Spotlight. Service Champions honoring student athletes who do great work around campus.
This week we spotlight Natasha Lacuzong from the Milpitas girls volleyball team. Natasha is a member of leadership and is an event coordinator for the school's Eco Society Club. Natasha reconstructs the school's recycling program and puts together community service events. Natasha Lacuzong is this week's Service Champions Student Spotlight.
D-Line Constructors presents the D-Line Defensive Play of the Week every week. This week's D-Line Constructors defensive play goes to Carson Fife from Clayton Valley. Carson with a huge play in the ugly Eagles game last week, intercepting the pass and taking it home for a pick six. Carson Fife with this week's D-Line Constructors defensive play of the week.
Delta Dental honors entire teams who do great work in the classroom with the Smiles for Scholars Award. This week we feature the Kings Academy girls volleyball team. The girls great on the court and in the classroom with a 3.66 GPA.
This season, all of our highlights are available for early viewing before the show airs through our YouTube membership. You get early access to all highlights, Player of the Week voting, and instant access to our new podcast, Covered Cal High, where Jake, Adrian, and Tyler dive into upcoming matchups and the biggest moments from last week. The membership also makes all of the video from games immediately available, so don't miss out. Coming up to the Mount Hamilton division we go for Santa Teresa and Leigh.
Then we head back to the hardwood for the first place game in the WAC Foothill League, Castro Valley and Berkeley. But first, here is our U.S. Bank Top 10 volleyball poll.
My bad.
Baby bag, baby bag, baby bag, baby bag, baby bag, baby bag, baby bag.
From the beginning, Moreau West Credit Union was created to provide a brighter financial future for you. We work hard for our members because they're our greatest strength.
Moreau West worked for me when I needed an auto loan for my first car.
When I need to make a mobile payment, Moreau West works for me.
Moreau West works for me wherever adventure takes us.
Moreau West Credit Union, let us work for you. Today, tomorrow, together.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A.
A is for above and beyond.
An extra level of care.
A game.
From caring for our guests in our community to cleanliness and safe service with a My Pleasure. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
A little funky dance.
And that too.
Applebee's Pick Six with NFL head coach Dan Campbell.
A pick six is when the defense intercepts the ball and runs it back for a touchdown. And when that happens on Sunday, you get 6 free boneless wings at Applebee's on Monday. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
We are Carmuch here, and you're watching 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank.
The Mount Hamilton division is very tight with Christopher undefeated in first place and 3 teams with just 1 loss behind the Cougars. 2 of those teams meeting on Thursday night this week.
That's right. League quarterback Charlie Lyon has thrown for nearly 1,300 yards this season. I think the best quarterback at least since Tyler Flipson.
Since Tyler Flipson, that's right.
At least.
He's covering his
Santa
eyes over here.
Teresa features outstanding kicker Casey Carr. The Cowboy kicker will be featured in a couple of weeks on the show, but right now it's the Saints and the Longhorns.
Santa Teresa making the trip up Highway 85 to take on the Leigh Longhorns. The Saints on the board first in the first as Casey Carr drills a 34-yard field goal through the uprights, and it's 3-0 Santa Teresa. But Leigh jumps ahead later in the quarter. Charlie Lyon heaves it deep for Miles Huntington, who makes the catch, and Miles is in for the touchdown. 7-3 Longhorns after 1. The Saints answer back in the second. Brenton Gates fakes the handoff, and myself, Brenton will scamper in for a 7-yard TD run, and it's 10-7 Santa Teresa. Then later in the quarter, Gates rolls to his right and throws it to A.J. Rangel, who hauls it in for the touchdown. PAT good, and it's 17-7 Saints. Leigh comes right back as Blake Zanger runs it in for the score to cut the deficit back to 3. But the Saints go marching in just before halftime. It's Gates doing it with his legs again, and Brenton gets his second rushing TD of the game. 24-14 Santa Teresa at the half. Second half now when Gates fires one deep and into Jamison Amarillo's hands for another Saints TD. 31-14 Santa Teresa early in the second half. But the Longhorns respond as Charlie Lyon hits Blake Zanger, who runs down the far sideline and all the way into the end zone. 31-21 Santa Teresa. The Saints go marching in again. This time it's the junior Brian Caldwell running it in. 37-21 Santa Teresa after 3. Fourth quarter now. Charlie Lyon takes a snap, pump fakes, throws it to Michael McGanum, who makes the catch, jukes the defender, and Michael is G-O-N-E gone! 91 yards to the house. Probably the longest offensive play I've seen this season. 37-27 Saints. Leigh still on the comeback trail, but the pass is picked off by Robert Estrada, and that will do it. The Saints put on some offensive fireworks in San Jose to go to 7-1 of the season, 3-1 in the Mount Hamilton division.
I want one of those shirts. Samaj Manuel and her other 4 Berkeley seniors being honored on senior night. It's the first place game in the WAC foothill. Katie Wiersba bumps to Maddie Lou, who sets Tessa Smith in the back row. Everyone knows I love a back row kill. Set point, Smith with a dig, and Lou back to Smith. That is Tessa's 9th kill in set 1. CV up 1-0. Karina Leaf bumps it to Ruby Silva, and Liliana Sanger puts it away. The Yellow Jackets are stinging back. Berkeley with a dominant second set. This is set point. Osby Judd Wade swings off 1 foot. Kaboom! This match is tied at a set apiece. 14-13 CV in set 3. Lou sets to the middle. Dasha Marmina, a great swing, a great set from Maddie Lou, who's over 1,000 career assists in her junior season, and it helps when you have an outside hitter like Tessa Smith. But Berkeley's Ruby Silva is able to defend that Smith shot. That's a point for the Yellow Jackets, but Castro Valley would go on to take the third set. Set 4, Laura McGatlin, goalier to Silva, and the big swing from Scarlett Reinhold. It's 22-20 Castro Valley. Courtney Seiji, the big play on the serve, and on the next point, Tessa Smith records her 31st kill in the match. Castro Valley 1 point away from defending its league title. That is a nice swing from Reinhold, but the shot is ruled out of bounds, and Castro Valley wins its 2nd straight WAC Foothill League title, going 9-1 in league play, 20-9 on the regular season. Chick-fil-A brings us stories of athletes who inspire us.
Tyler Flipson joins us now with a Leaf football star who was facing the battle of his life.
Matt Williams had an outstanding football season last year as a sophomore on varsity, but no one should ever have to face the challenge Matt has faced since then. But he never let it shake his spirit.
Average day in high school. It's a Wednesday, 2 days before game. We got Pioneer Friday. Just got to do some stretching. Yeah.
Matt Williams is well known in the locker room for being a bit of a goofball, but also an absolute force on the field. Matt tallied 49 solo tackles and 2 sacks last season as a sophomore on varsity. It was at the start of last football season, he and his parents noticed a strange growth on his jaw.
It was right here. It was like literally a big ball sticking out right out of my
jaw. Just thinking it was just, some kind of infection or something. We didn't think it would be anything major. And then, yeah, we got the news. They had contacted us and told us that he had Hodgkin's lymphoma. And it one of the most difficult days that we, ever had to encounter as parents.
The scary stage 3 diagnosis never deterred the strong-minded junior. The whole time, Matt only had one thing in mind.
And honestly, I just wanted to make sure I could finish the football season first,
But it was important for us that his life continued as much as normal for him, so that he was in a good mental health state, and continuing to go to football.
Matt's life did continue as rather normal, playing through nearly the entire season. Matt even contributing to a playoff win against North Salinas in the first round of CCS last season. Then Matt started his chemo treatment right after that final game. Playing or not, football was his why.
I was scared. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, dang, chemotherapy, losing hair and all that. I was just thinking, as long as I could beat it, as long as I could finish the football season, that's just what helped me get through it. It was just the thought of football.
Matt's attitude toward his cancer was optimistic the entire time. This positive attitude reassuring the people around him that he's going to beat this and keep playing ball.
I went and talked to Matt later that day, and I gave him a big hug, and I'm like, Matt, it's gonna be okay. I'm trying to assure him, and he looked me right in the eyes. He goes, Coach, I'm not gonna stop playing. And I'm like, Matt, I don't care if you play anymore. I just want you to be healthy. He goes, I'm gonna beat this. I'm gonna play, I'm gonna beat this. It's not gonna be an issue.
Matt's manifestation worked. He faced a couple long, rough months of chemo, but has officially beat the cancer and is only looking forward. Matt has one big message coming out of this.
Just be an inspiration for other people. Don't let, chemo get in your way. Don't let cancer get in your way. Despite how big it is, just gotta power through it.
Matt missed the final game of the year last season when Leigh lost in the CCS semifinals. Now healthy and strong, Matt is a huge part of the Longhorns' success and ready to finish his entire season this year.
I've never met a happier and positive young man like Matt. The way he uplifts everyone around him, not letting anyone get down through his diagnosis, was beyond inspirational. Now, he's back, stronger than ever, and off to a great start in his junior season.
Awesome. Fantastic. And the way he's handled all that, it's really an inspiration. All right, Miramonte West Credit Union brings us the Miramonte West Merit Award. This award honors teachers all around the Bay Area.
Here is Giselle Payton from Berean High School talking about her favorite teacher, Ryan Matthews.
My favorite teacher is Mr. Ryan Matthews because he always makes class so fun and is always super motivated to teach us.
Coming up, Arroyo battles Alameda in the Shoreline Division.
And flag football with Los Gatos and Santa Clara. This is 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank.
Applebee's Pick 6 with NFL head coach Dan Campbell.
A pick 6 is when the defense intercepts the ball and runs it back for a touchdown. And when that happens on Sunday, you get 6 free boneless wings at Applebee's on Monday. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
For over 65 years, Delta Dental has been at the forefront of progressive healthcare for all, offering high-quality, affordable dental plans that strive to meet the needs of everyone. Today, we are the largest network of oral healthcare providers in the nation. At Delta Dental, we're committed to pushing the industry to transform modern healthcare so your family gets more moments that matter for generations to come. Schedule your oral health checkup today.
I'm Nancy Lambert, the director of the Schwab Learning Center at CHC. In a world where every second counts, education doesn't have to be a struggle. At the Schwab Learning Center, our learning specialists work one-on-one with high school and college students with ADHD, dyslexia, and other learning differences. We work with you to understand your learning and attention strengths and challenges. We help you develop strategies that optimize the way you learn. Discover the power of personalized learning that empowers students to excel. Your success is our mission.
I know that the model of credit unions is the very best one for human beings, and so how we bring that to life can truly transform people's lives.
Lumen brings to us the capability to be able to serve members in ways that we haven't before. It is really about enhancing that need for that particular individual like we've never been able to do before, and I'm extremely excited about that.
49ers Cal High Sports is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Valley Christian Schools, supporting your quest for excellence. And by the California Army National Guard. Protect what matters most to you.
The Arroyo Dons are having a great season with a 6-1 record. Junior running back Joseph Estes is a big reason why. Estes rushing for 168 yards a game this season.
The Dons in a first-place game this week with Alameda. The two teams are 2-0 in league. The Hornets featuring junior running back Christian de Guzman. The Dons and Hornets in Alameda Friday night. The captains for the Alameda Hornets and Arroyo Dons meeting on the island of Alameda Friday night. Casey Koga-Dean comes out throwing. Kirk Humbles III makes an amazing catch. That big play leading to a field goal, 3-0 Hornets. Later in the quarter, Christian de Guzman caps off this Hornets drive with a 7-yard punch-in, 10-0 Alameda after one. Second quarter, Arroyo looking to get on the board. This pass is deflected by the receiver, and Kirk Humbles is there for the INT, taking it back 60 yards to the promised land. We love Humbles on defense, and he gets it done on offense as well. Koga-Dean once again with a perfect pass to Humbles. No one is going to stop him. A 35-yard connection, 24-0 Alameda at the half. Fourth quarter, Arroyo scrambling. The quarterback trying to find an open receiver, but guess what? It's Kirk Humbles the third. Nothing humble about that man. Kirk cuts the other side of the field, and that is his second pick six. Alameda wins, going to 3-0 in league, clinching a share of the WAC Shoreline title. Coach Robin Morris getting a nice Gatorade bath, and the Hornets are hot. 30-0 the final. Humbles with 3 scores.
Senior night in Santa Clara as Venice Conte and her fellow seniors were honored before the game. LG on the board first, give it to Paige Purcell, and the freshman shows off her speed, sprinting all the way for the touchdown. PAT no good, and it's 6-0 Cats. Los Gatos knocking on the door again. Jenna Webb fakes the handoff and finds a wide open Alex Hansen, who hauls it in for 6. The point after is no good, 12-0 Wildcats. The Cats struck again later in the first half. Webb once again fakes the handoff and hits Hannah Benami, who makes the catch, and she is gone for a 15-yard TD connection. 18-0 Los Gatos. Santa Clara looking to get on the board before halftime, but Alex Hansen picks off the pass over 2 receivers. A great defensive play from the senior as the Cats take an 18-0 lead into halftime. LG on the board again in the second half. Webb fires and hits Alex Hansen in the end zone, and it's 24-0 Wildcats early in the second half. Santa Clara breaks through later in the half as Gigi Gonzalez throws it into the end zone for Angelina De Leon. The point after is no good, and it's 24-6 Cats. But the Los Gatos offense was firing on all cylinders. Webb with the shovel pass to Ruby Cruz for another Cats TD as LG wins it 31-6 to go to 23-1 in the season. Jenna Webb with 4 passing touchdowns for the Wildcats.
Lexus of Stevens Creek brings us the Volunteer Award, leading to $10,000 in scholarships to be handed out by Lexus of Stevens Creek.
This week's volunteer is Isabella Zaballero from Newark Memorial High School. Isabella was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes at 8 years old. She volunteers with Breakthrough T1D, where she helps organize and participates in a walkathon to raise money for type 1 diabetes research. Isabella talks about why this is so important to her.
A lot of members of my family actually have it too, and I think it's really important that we raise money for research because a lot of people are affected by diabetes, and if we could find ways to prevent and support it, a lot of us would benefit from it.
Presentation High School, San Jose's all-girls high school, presents the Female Scholar Athlete Award each week. This week's Presentation High's Female Scholar Athlete is Carla Granados from the Brandon Flag football team. Carla, great on the field and in the classroom with a 3.75 GPA.
At Presentation High School, our student athletes play with a passion. Our students have the opportunity to compete in over a dozen different sports where they train at the highest levels, learn leadership skills for college and beyond. The Panthers have brought home over 10 individual championships in the last 5 years, along with team titles in cross country, field hockey, water polo, soccer, and basketball. Be part of a winning tradition and push yourself to achieve greatness. Learn more at presentationhs.org.
Coming up, to the Lake Division we go for Saratoga and Jefferson.
And back to the hardwood for Campolindo and Las Lomas. But first, here is this week's learning tip from the Schwab Learning Center.
Our SLC learning specialists are here to help you develop skills and share tips that make learning with dyslexia easier, like adjusting the font and spacing of the text to help keep track of lines when reading, incorporating multisensory learning using visual, auditory, and tactile techniques to reinforce learning, breaking instructions into small steps to ensure understanding before moving on. Discover the power of personalized learning support at the Schwab Learning Center.
3 teams come into this week within a half game of first place in the Peninsula Lake Division. The Jefferson Grizzlies sport a 6-0 league record with senior quarterback Michael Sluger doing a great job throwing and running the ball for the Grizz.
Saratoga features senior running back Keon Ashty Marshall, who averages right around 100 yards a game. First place at stake in the game played at Jeff on Friday night.
A beautiful sunset in Daly City for senior night as Jefferson hosts Saratoga for first place in league. Robert Solani Green in shotgun for Jefferson. Solani Green passes to Michael Sluger. Sluger races for a first down and he has a lane down the sideline and he is G-O-N-E gone. 47 yards for the senior, 7-0 Jefferson. The Grizzlies D gets the ball back in the second and Solani Green keeps this one himself, and look at this outstanding blocking. It's Trayshawn Barnes with the big block that lets Robert reach Pater, make it 14-0 Jefferson. Grizzlies looking for another one. The pass to the end zone gets jumped and picked by Charlie Armand. Armand jumps the pass and the senior saves a tutty and picks up some yards on the return. The Jefferson defense was a force tonight, giving this offense a chance to do its thing. It's Solani Green over the middle to his main man Michael Sluger for their second connection of the night, plus a nice celly, make it 21-0. Final 10 seconds of the half, a great drive by the Grizzlies. Solani Green shows off his arm and lets it fly down the field to a well-defended Sluger, who makes the grab and calls the timeout. Then roll out Isaiah Vasquez. He's automatic. Tack on 3 more as time expires. 24-0 at half. Second half, Saratoga going for it on 4th down, but Dominic Howard makes a big hit to turn the ball over. A statement win for the Grizzlies to remain atop the Peninsula Lake Division with a 24-0 victory.
Tyler Flipson here for senior night at Las Lomas High School. The Knights hosting the Campolindo Cougars. Campo comes out dominant. Sophomore Talia Rosenblatt smashing this one. It's 9-5 Cougars in the first. But Las Lomas goes on a run. Sophia Woods saves the dig. Grady Graham in sets. And Gigi Navarro for the kill. The Knights score 5 unanswered to take the lead 10-9. But Campo runs the set from there. Amelia Knutson sets over to a strong arm Avea Stone for the kill to take the first set. More Campolindo action in the second. Knutson backsets to Wallach, and the junior drops this one down. Campo leads by 3. No quit in the Knights, though, late in the set. Tanaya Cooley sets to Woods, and the sophomore slapping it down for the point. It's 19-13 Campo. But Campolindo hangs on. It's Stone, yet again, sending a rocket over the net for the kill. The Cougars take the second set. Into the third we go, and more Campo dominance. Who else other than Stone for the kill? She's all over the court. Cougars lead 12-8. The Knights looking to stay alive. Olivia Iglesias for the dig, and Emmy Gallagher showing off the soft hands, getting it over. Las Lomas trails by 5, but Campo takes care of business from there. Knutson sets to Stone, and the senior annihilates it, and that will do it. Campo completes the clean sweep in 3 sets and hangs on to first place in the Diablo Foothill League, improving to 9-1.
Bernardi Zerata is your faithful injury attorneys, bringing us the hometown hero every week.
This week we honor Michelle Adele from Aragon. For many years, Michelle has organized the Snack Shack at football games for the Dons. Michelle makes sure everything runs well, from stocking the food to gathering volunteers and working the register. Michelle Adele, this week's Bernardi Zerata hometown hero.
Albany's Construction brings us the Dirty Work play every week. This is a play we thought brings the same type of grit and determination exemplified by all of the folks at Albany's Construction.
This week's play goes to San Ramon Valley's Marco Jones. Look at the perfect form on this tackle. Oh my, Marco Jones, this week's Dirty Work play from Albany's Construction. Coming up, it's the Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game with Half Moon Bay and San Mateo.
And flag football with Lincoln hosting Pioneer right here on 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank.
At U.S. Bank, when we say we're in it with you, we mean it. Not just for the good stuff, the grand openings and the celebrations, but for all the hard work it took to get there. We are in for all of it. It's tough for sure, but less tough when you have the right people by your side, like Kayla from Kansas City and thousands of other bankers around the country. Because together we're proving there's nothing as powerful as the power of us.
There you go, drain it, drain it. Start. or visit nationalguard.com.
Get ready for the most exhilarating season yet. Sharks Ice Hockey is hosting 34 teams spanning from Fresno to Reno. Over 700 hockey players all competing for state and national titles. Be part of the thrilling action. Experience the speed, the skill, and the passion from these young hockey players. Games are played at Sharks Ice locations from all over the Bay Area. Looking to join, support, or to find games? Go to sharkshighschoolhockey.com.
The San Mateo Bearcats are having a great season with a 6-1 record coming into this week.
The Bearcats meeting the 6-1 Half Moon Bay Cougars this week. Both teams expected to run the ball very well in this week's Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game. Our Jake Vanderbrook was there.
Well, thank goodness I brought my running shoes, as you can see, because both Half Moon Bay and San Mateo love to run the ball on offense. For the Bearcats, look out for Emmanuel Fitzgerald. The senior is averaging well over 100 yards per contest, 759 yards on the ground to be exact. And for the Cougars, the last time we covered Half Moon Bay, Adler Halterman had the game of his life, 323 rushing yards while breaking a school record with 7 touchdowns back on September 27th.
So let's get to our Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game. Cameron Palma says, hey, you know I can throw the pigskin, right? Well, he finds a wide open Hamilton Pitney for a San Mateo touchdown, 7-0 Bearcats. But the Cougars answer back. Give the rock to Adler Halterman, and Adler follows his blockers for a 1-yard score. PAT no good, 7-6 Bearcats after 1. Second quarter, Bearcats on the move. There's that guy, Emmanuel Fitzgerald, and Emmanuel scampers in for 6, 13-6 Bearcats. Half Moon Bay looks to respond. Dusty Demas uncorks this ball. It gets tipped by Halterman, but Luke Dexter makes a marvelous catch to move the chains. Oh my, and it would lead to another Adler Halterman touchdown. The Cougars failed to convert the 2-point try, and it's 13-12 Bearcats. And San Mateo would find the end zone just before the half as Palma unloads it in the air and finds a wide open Sergio Oliveros for 6. PAT good, 20-12 San Mateo at the half, and the student section is loving it. Halterman was doing his thing on the ground. 96 yards with 3 rushing touchdowns, including this 15-yard touchdown in the third quarter. And the Cougars would go for 2. Give the dang ball to Halterman, and the senior converts. All tied up at 20 after 3 quarters. But San Mateo would pull away in the fourth, scoring 10 unanswered points, including this Giovanni Hernandez Cruz touchdown. And the Bearcats D would set the tone throughout the remainder of the game. Ben Pahulu and John Juarez are there to wrestle down the quarterback. San Mateo goes on to beat Half Moon Bay 30-20 to improve to 4-0 in the Peninsula Ocean Division.
Oh yeah, we knew it was going to be a physical game from the start. We know there's some big boys out there, but our coaches kept us motivated. Our scheme for the game was just finish. That was our theme for the game. And we knew that we had to come out in the third and fourth quarter and be as physical as we can, because those are some strong boys. Props to them. We had to put a smackdown on them.
In San Mateo with the Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game, I'm Jake Vanderbrook, 49ers Cal High Sports.
We love our referees. It's a beautiful day in San Jose with the Lincoln Lions hosting Pioneer. The Lions on their first drive. Quarterback Aislinn Seaton drops back and delivers a pass up the middle to Zoe Mora. Great catch from Mora, and Lincoln is rolling. Seaton now rolling right. The throw off 1 foot hits Elizabeth Satterfield. Lincoln is on the board 6-0. Pioneer on the hunt now. Quarterback Kayla Hellman throws an arching pass down the field for Kara Goodrich, who makes a great play for the first down. Hellman with pressure from 2 Lions connects with Sarah Massioni, who turns on the Jets. Touchdown Pioneer. This game is tied at 6 at the break. Second half action, Seaton surveying the field and throws to Satterfield in the end zone for their second touchdown connection, and the Lions take back the lead. 9 minutes remaining in the game, a crucial drive for the Mustangs. Hellman to Massioni. Sarah reaches up high to make the grab, but here's 4th down for the Mustangs. The pressure from Itzel Gonzalez, and the pass is swatted by Satterfield. Now it's Lincoln facing 4th down. Seaton with the short pass to Satterfield. Satterfield pitches it back to Aislinn, and Ace avoids a few flagpoles and is loose. This Lion touchdown puts the game on ice, and Lincoln wins it 18-6, improving to 16-2 on the year, one game back of first place Branham.
The Menlo-Atherton volleyball team is having a great season.
The girls talking about it with our Jake Vanderbook at the Riekes Center this week.
And we are here at the Riekes Center for Human Enhancement, where goals are achieved. Got goals? And here's the girls volleyball team from Menlo-Atherton High School. Make some noise! All right, good energy. So I'm going to start off with Sienna Morales. So Sienna, we were able to get you guys covered in a big game against Burlingame. That was a league game. So the first two meetings, Burlingame got the best of you guys. But then that all changed immediately. You guys did a complete 180, and you guys were able to take the match in 3 sets. What changed?
Yeah, I think we realized that physically we were pretty well matched, both of our teams. And so I think we did a pretty good job at adjusting for the game plan and just playing smart. And I think we did a really good job at just starting strong at the start and going all the way through.
Hey, be on the lookout for MA. They are 10-1 in the Peninsula Bay Division, and making my way over to Kylie Winters now. So, Kylie, what makes this team so special?
I honestly think our bond is really important with our team, and that's how we've been doing so well in league and just in tournaments in general, and yeah, our team chemistry, yes.
Yeah, the team chemistry has been strong. Danny Eline has been on this program for quite some time, and she's been the biggest leader for this Bears squad. So Danny, you're a senior. What are you going to miss the most with this program?
I'm going to miss all the girls. Like Kylie said, we've made so many connections, and it's just an unreal feeling that this squad is going. 9 of us seniors.
Ladies, best of luck to you the rest of the way. Now take us out with a break.
Bears on 3. 1, 2, 3, Bears!
Coming up, Diablo Mountain League play with Berean Christian and Mount Diablo.
But first, here is the U.S. Bank Bay Area Top 10 football poll. Just 4 teams make up the Diablo Mountain Division, so every league game is crucial.
2 teams with 5-2 overall records meeting this week. It's Berean Christian at Mount Diablo Friday night. Mount Diablo's senior night, the Red Devils just 1 win away from clinching a share of their first league title in 62 years. Berean Christian standing in their way. Well, no one's standing in the way of Antonio Campbell III as he gets a handoff and gets a huge run for the touchdown, 14-0. Second quarter, Michael Vasquez under center, passes to Kale Leffel. The pass is deflected, but Leffel comes up with a great catch. That leads to a Jeremiah Owens score. Owens strolls his way in for 6. It's 21-0 Mount Diablo. The offense back on the field with a chance to extend its lead, but the pass is tipped by Berean's Dean Vater and caught by Gabriel Andrucco. An interception for the sophomore as the Eagles look for their first score. There's the snap, but Mount Diablo's Christopher Diaz comes out of nowhere and hits that QB hard for the sack. Third quarter, 35-0 Red Devils. Quarterback Joshua Werner rolling to his left, slings it to Dane Loudon for the big pickup, but Owens with 3 big tackles on this drive as the Eagles drive stalls in the end zone. Owens, the player of the game for sure. Jeremiah picks off this pass at the 10-yard line, and I will save you the suspense. Owen takes it 90 yards to the house. And you can cue the fireworks. That's right, there's fireworks in Concord as Mount Diablo wins it 49-0, clinching a share of a league title for the first time in 62 years, a chance to win it outright next week. Valley Christian High School is always on a quest for excellence. This year, Valley Christian is helping us honor young people who are on their own quest for excellence. Here is Lucy Chertok from San Ramon Valley.
I'm committed to University of New Hampshire, and I'm going to be there for next year and the years following, and I'm really excited to grow as a player and learn new things and just get better and play at the next level.
Brought to you by Valley Christian Schools. Valley Christian Schools Elementary Football Night was a big hit. 5th graders got an exclusive inside look joining the football team on the sidelines, listening in on plays, and even sitting in for the pregame locker room speech. The elementary cheerleaders also stole the show with their performance, and the high school cheer squad surprised them with roses. It was a night of community fun with inflatables, face painting, food trucks, and family enjoying the time together. Become a warrior today at apply.vcs.net. The California Army National Guard takes a look at athletes who are the best of the best and being recruited on a national level.
This week's California Army National Guard high flyer is Tristan Tia from Amador Valley. The star quarterback recently committing to play his college ball at Oregon State. DGDG.com brings us the Be Happy play each week. This is a play in a game we thought made everybody happy.
This week's Be Happy play goes to the Palo Alto Vikings. Olivia Roper, the freshman, with the ace on match point, and the Viking girls were very happy about it. Want to be a happy car buyer? Go to DGDG.com.
Coming up, it's the Service by Medallion play of the week. We'll see which play gets it next.
But first, here is this week's financial tip for teens and their parents, sponsored by Lumen Digital. Talk about college costs, scholarships, and the importance of saving for education. See if your digital banking app has personalized dashboards so you and your teen can track savings towards a college fund.
Service by Medallion brings us the play of the week. Every week, it's the play we thought was the very best from all the plays this week.
Here it is, kind of a big deal.
Huge
It's
deal.
the Service by Medallion play of the week.
Let's begin play of the week with Jalen Arnold from Moreau Catholic. How about a razzle-dazzle play for the Mariners? Jalen juking the defender, then running it in for the touchdown. Here's the Lincoln Flag football team with the hook and ladder. Aislinn Seaton on the receiving end. Aislinn will running it all the way for the touchdown. How about Antonio Campbell from Mount Diablo trucking the defender all the way for his touchdown? Let's continue traveling up north for Liberty's Chris Joe. What a grab for the first down. Off to the peninsula now for Half Moon Bay's Luke Dexter catching the tip pass. What a play. But the play of the week, no doubt about it, has to go to Berkeley's Ruby Silva with this spectacular point. Let's say it in slow-mo now. Ruby Silva stinging like a yellow jacket. You just won the play of the week.
That's the play of the week, and that's 49ers Cal High Sports for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Bronstein.
And I am Aubrey Tolliver. Be sure to come back next week for the story of the flag football and wrestling star at Northgate High, and we will see you then.
Thanks for watching. Please join our YouTube memberships to get early access to highlights and our podcast, Covered Cal High.
You will also be able to see full game videos and vote for the players of the week. So click join and make sure to tune in every Sunday night at 6 p.m. on NBC Sports California. We'll see you at the games.